So this graph will be based upon male and female. You can see instead of buttons, I'm going to use my images, right? So how would you use these images? Let's say you have some particular area in your mind. So what you'll do, you will find to get that value, going to find this male and female PNG, and there are multiple images are there on the internet that you can go there and you can download, or you can go for the pixels or PNG files, and you will find some pic kind of images, right? So in this free pick, find multiple extensions also. Let's say I'm male, female. So this gender based operations are there, and results showing multiple values also, right? So let's say I'm selecting this result for my male and female, going to the download section. So this download will allow you to download all these, right? So this is the SVG JPG. So SVG is what? SV support vector graphics, where we can extend, we can shrink, we can expand as many as we, right. It's not going to scattered, right. So the multiple objectives are there, multiple n number of websites are there where you fetch all these, right. Did you get this point? So from there I got this value, and then going to track multiple values, multiple data set, right. So let's say we are interested some weather data set, CSV, this one, right? Or tail, tail, right? Simple binary classification. And we need data set in CSV format, right? Can you see gender one, right? So you will find this gender one in the JPG format, or GitHub. You can easily, right? So I'm going to find this m.c, save link as, click on save link as work, or let us, you can click on raw file, you can copy this file, or you will find some CSV, right. Can you see, go back at the end, you will find this m.csv, copy directly, or you can go and you can download zip, going to download it local machine. So once you have downloaded, you will find the effective file. So once I am having this zip file, so use this zip file, or unselect all, right. Here is the mw.main.man.csv. Text, desktop option, right. Now I'm going to, right, all other it. Now recently I do not have any data set. Effective is get data set. I can go from either from get data set from the Excel sheet, or I can go for the get data set here. I can go for the extract from there, or you can simply click file and get data from this option. There are multiple ways, right. Or you can click on new page, and here also you can see import data from there or get data from another side. So how many ways do we have? One, two, three, four, right. So all are doing the same thing. So what's the extension of your file? Just keep remember, your extension is, go to the form, have this one, dot CSV. It's not Excel sheet. It's not something else. It's a CSV file. So once you will get dataset and then search for text underscore CSV. So either it is text or CSV, you will have to choose the same option. Import data from text or CSV. If you are choosing
Sir,
the X work Excel, just one, let me finish first. Excel workbook, then you will go to the when you are going to the same folder, you won't find that option. Can you see? Do you find that option? Answer under the desktop and delete. You do not find that option. So here, people get panic and they just get stuck in the dilemma, like I am not getting the file. So you choose the wrong extension for this. Once you select the text.csv, and then you will find in the same location mw.c. Yes, I can take your question now.
sir, can we just directly link with the help of that get data and once we
Sure,
click on the data,
sure,
the
100%.
help of
Sure, you can go. Well, let me do load. Let me put this dataset first, then I'll show that part also. So we had this value, and it but can you see this was the link from where I download, right? So I'm going to raw,
yeah.
click on this one, going to click value, alt C, my URL and web portal, from where I need to create pipeline or establish that dialogue between my on-premises Power BI get desktop with
Mm,
cloud, which is available in GitHub portal. First, let this be apply changes and be uploaded successfully. Then we'll be, you can see it's successfully uploaded. I'll go back, get data set. Okay. So get data set, you will find it's a showing web. If it is not showing, you can go click on more option, and then inside this more option, you can search for web also. You see now this web option is popping up. It's the same option where you find the shortcut here. Same option
yes,
is right. So if you
yeah,
find some quick recent here, so that recent source will also show that value, right? So
mm,
I'm going to choose this web option, right? So this web option will ask you to the URL, uniform resource location. So I'm going to paste that URL which I just copied from my website. Click OK. If it is allowing, so I can connect this one. If it has given the privilege or permission to get giving the connection, I can do that. Congratulations, you have successfully connected from your on-site bit dataset to the respective value. Can you see?
yes, sir.
Right? So there
Yes,
are,
yes,
I'm,
clear.
yeah,
so
it's working.
it's working, right? So here is the truncation. You cannot see all the data sets due to size limit, but once you will download, load, you will certainly find that. So now we have two copies in our data pane. So I'm going to remove one, otherwise my file will be jumbled one or heavy. RAM will be there, one file there. Okay, now I can jump to the first file, or let me create one. Let me see kind of stack chart, right? What kind of stack chart I can, right? So first let me see what kind of table or what kind of data set we have, right? So it's being loaded in a model. So let me check the gender first. Can you see it's having gender 1 and 2, which means 1 might be for male and 2 am assuming for female, right? Might be reciprocal, but as of now we are not in this puzzle, but we are assuming 1 is for male and 2 is for female, right? So what I'll do, I'll create a table which will include, right? Uh, or what else I can do, right? I can create a new column, right? Right? So I'll create this new column, or I'll write if inside this if condition, right? First we'll ask the logic test, right? So what is logic test here? So I'll write gender, right? If m gender is equal to 1, then it should be, it should write male, right? Codes are wrong. So let me take the correct codes, right? Or it will, if this condition is false, so it should write female. Let's see what would be the output here. Can you see when you click this column, it's showing female and male, right? By writing simple dex function, you have created a new call, or I can call it gender, gender category, right? You can do another things, like what is the another things, you can go to the gender function, and you can choose to the like go to the gender, or
Replace, I think.
replace, right? So you just first go to the home tab, or go to the report, or go to the this one transform data set. Then under the transform data set, you can go for the transform and click on this transformation, right? So you will find some values are almost equivalent, right? So uh, statistic standard tables are also here, but when you go for the add column, it's also showing here. So what's the difference here? Why it's having two places, at two places? Because in this in this mode, we want to add new column, right? So it will add a new column with the, let's see, let's go for this part, right? Let's say I'm going to add, simply add new column, right? And I have selected gender option here, right? So let's say I'm clicking on y 5 and going to add. Okay, can you see? Now this is addition column, which is having 1 plus 5, that is 6. Created a new column, namely addition, which is having addition plus 5, right? So I'm going to undo this applied steps and going back to the my gender, and this time I'll do the transform. So when you choose the same standard and go to the add, and this time I'm going to apply the same value of 5, click OK. Can you see the old values are transformed or changed? So this is the difference between transform tab using the same values, and add column using the same standard arithmetic operation, right? They are not in the two places, but they both are doing different things. Don't get confused in, right? So this is the gender part, and my objective is to replace some values. What I'll do, I'll click on the right top column and right top, and can I go for the replace values? Yes, I can go replace. I'll find value 1 and will replace with, uh, it will ask enter a number value because it's a number. Okay, so what I'll do, it's not going to change, no issues. I will change the data set of this. Instead of gender, I'll convert it to text. So replace current, right? Right? Now I can replace values. I can go to the 1, and now I can convert into, okay. Can you see? Now when you go for 2 is still there. Similarly, in the same way, you can convert this 2 into female, right? I'm going to remove these steps because we had already, right? So I'm going to go home and going to close and I. Right, coming back to the report where we have all the male and female values. So time, because it had added was gender category. Okay, so it's not here, right? Why it's showing error? Because we had changed the data type of our model, right? I can go to the data type and click on gender, uh, and I'm going to click oh tables, column tables. Can you see it's showing text? So instead of format text, I can I can I change this value? data type, it's showing whole number, right? So I can go for the yes option. Can you see now this is error? This error is just gone up. It's not showing here, right? Now I can go back to the report part when I not have any value. Let me see report as of now. Desktop, uh, right? So we are good to go with the plotting part, visualization. So first I'm going to create the gender and with the stack column chart, right? And let's say I'm going to take this foot. Can you see this male and female is showing this value part, right? So this is like male and female part. Similarly, I can click, I can go for the another chart. Let's say this is the value and I can go for another chart. Let's say this time I'm going to select some stack column chart. So inside this stack column chart, so I'm going to click stack column chart. So this will select, right? Now within the same value, I'm going to select this stack column chart, but this time I'll select the gender and this hand length. See, it's showing the similar value or different values for the same, right? For this, say for gender category, we have different, right? So different aspects are there, different values are there, right? If you are seeking some other values, let's say I'm taking pie chart. So along with this pie chart, I'm going to select the gender, and with this gender, I'm going to this height, right? Is it showing any height? Two. So do we have foot length? One, say how many have how much values? Right. Okay. There might be some difference. All right. So similarly, you can select for the same kind of graph where we have slicer. Within the slicer again, where we can go for the instead of gender, select my format pane where we have slicer between, or we can drop down tiles. Right? So I am going tiles, right? So instead of this gender, I'm going category, right? So now we have male, right? So right? So once we have good visualization and when we have this style part properties, then we can go for multiple values, right? So position, padding, type effects, So the moment I'm going to click this one, it will put it out. The moment I click on this mail, it will give this particular, right. It's a give particular option, right. So this kind of filter I can apply there, right. So if I'm going to filter it out, so I can, right. So if you want to select this inside this filter, go to the, and instead of selection, you will select, right, or you can, right, that would be, right. You are on this one now, like the, right. So select all. Now it shows all options. Click on select all when all these, right. So do we have any doubt till here? All right. So we are going to add some more values along with this. What kind of value? So going to add this get field, and let's say I'm going to add this B, and here we have a data set where we all these values. Let's say all value or customer purchase. Let's see what kind of data set it is here. So we will deploy this value. Can you see this male and female, right? So I can load this value and can buy over, right. 50 are there, right. So you can see it's also here, right. So instead of this value, if you are going to select this gender and this age category, find multiple for these value, gender, and let's say I'm going to gender parts, so 5x, right. Similarly, for this part, we're going to is the gender and of customer. We are going to enter and position, find particular graph, x-axis, y-axis. Now you have both, right. So if you want to change the particular graph, so you can go for different aspects, right. Similarly, I can remove the values of this pie chart, and I can for the gender, right. I here you can see, right, add this values. Okay, if I drop it here, now it's showing the male gender, and this will be age region for my, right. So I'm going to drop this value and selecting this gender option where we have all these select male, right. Or you can go for the selection, and here you can have the selecting, and I can options male and, so what I'll do, I'll just this bar here and create this one bottom, right. I'll keep here some other, right, and then part some scatter pot have have to drop some other, have purchase, but it's so won't be here. So we can go with the right the another half for us. Now I can select some donut chart where have all the gender based is now along with this right filter part will be there. I'll have to sense bit right. Now I'm going to copy this value and we'll go to the visualization. Inside the visualization, click on the select gender part where you find all the effects here, right? So you can see it's already enabled visual border, right? Shadow is also there, right? Background color is changed by something like let's like by this one. So it's a good, right? But this time and like some different more colors. So let's say part, right? That would be my option. Along with this, going to header icon or icons or icon styles border. That corner height border rounded corners, right? Border there. Then so I'm going to copy this one plot and click on the format painter and click on this, right? Similarly, I'm going to select format painter, click on this values, not are also going click on format painter, click graph, it's also on format painter, click graph, it's now also right. Now you have multiple graph on a thing. Here you have make sure you have proper gap in proper value, right? But I need some values for what kind of values you can use. So I need some this card card is popping up. I can add some age value. Can you see showing this age value, right? Okay, this is over my this bar chart, right? I want to keep this as bar chart, right? So what I'll do, first and foremost, I'll shorten the numbers of this one, right? I'll click on the format visualization, go to the general or property visualization, call out value, big. So I can now it's a now I'm going to color white, right? And make it background or text background color transparency. Now it's showing all values on this number place over my right. Once I click on this one, or I can click on this big bar, go to the format pane, send backward. You can send backward. Now it's a I can click over here. I need some of A's also in white color. So I go to the format your visualization, general properties again, and go for the effects, right? Or styles, call out color. Now the color is right. Similarly, in a similar way, I need multiple copy this value, cut P this, right? So instead of A's, I'm right, come, right? So I'm going to paste it somewhere, or I'll keep some here, and this will let's say purchase, right? I'm one or you see thing purchase, right? Or I can remove the last first, go for the count purchase, count value, right? So 29 count of right. This is the another parameter. So I'm going to paste it one more time, then going to copy and remove with some right. So right. Similarly, you can drag more values eh, and you can add more statistics comes there. Is we have showing the first review and the second review. So let's adjust all these functions, all these part here till right it's proper one. Right now I'll have to right smaller it down. Then can you see now these text are properly what's written, right? Thing should be right here, or you can, do we have any idea till then?
Sir, can you just go to the data view once?
Just wait. just give me. Let me rename it from this side, so you can rename this field, or you can go click on the count of purchase or this, right? You can go for the organization part, isn't title, right? Or text you here, right? Sales level you find, right? Value, title. I need to purchase it. Similarly, in graph, I need to move this part, go to the general title, then format visualization, gender, right? That's it. Now, just give me 1 minute, right? I'll show that part also. Effects ID. Go for this one and home, format filter, right? Proper way you, or still, yes. So I just click on the date. Yes, here it is.
So I'm telling that can't we link this male and female total? I mean, what is the number of what is the count of male? What is the count of female in filter, and we can check this.
Yes, we can
Can't
do
we
by
do that?
calculate function. Calculate dex function. Go for the, and first will be the table name, column name, and then second one is filter,
Okay.
right? So can we discuss on Monday or
Yeah. Yeah.
tomorrow,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
this was the like final dashboard. You can go for this value, or you can some particular value, right?
Yes.
Value.